Welcome to the Texaco Star National Academic Championship. The best and brightest of America's high school scholars have gathered on the campus of Rice University in Houston to test their academic skills. Over 2,500 teams accepted the challenge. Only one will win. Now, here's your host, Chip Beal.
Thank you very much. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 10th Annual National Academic Championship, the finest in academic competition. And on today's show, we have Edmond, Oklahoma, and Grissom from Huntsville, Alabama. This sound means you're right. This tone means you've answered incorrectly. And this sound means we've reached the end of each round. Good luck to Oklahoma and Alabama. Here we go with a 5-point question to start. In the world of aviation, what code word means message received and understood?
Edmond Memorial, Eric.
Roger Wilco.
Yes, that's acceptable for 5 points. Here's a 5-pointer. Which of the following is not the name of a legendary place? Camelot, El Dorado, Bali, Shangri-La, or...
Grissom, Tony.
Bali.
Bali is a real place. Yes. Bali High was the imaginary place. For 10 points, Alfred E. Newman, the symbol of Mad Magazine, is best known for saying what?
Grissom, Tony.
What, me worry?
What? Me worry, yes. For 5 points, at various times, the Supreme Court has struck down a 54-year prison sentence for making illegal sales of liquor, a 15-year sentence of hard labor for falsifying a document, and a jail term for a man who was a heroin addict, under a provision in the Bill of Rights that prohibits what?
Edmond Memorial, Eric.
Cruel and unusual punishment.
Yes, you're right, Eric, for 5 points. I have a 10 points. This is a visual question. Look at your screen and tell me what's the easiest way to get a copy of this painting.
Grissom, Tony.
Get a dollar bill.
Pull out a dollar bill is right for 5 points. Okay, for 10 points, Hera, Athena, and Aphrodite had a great dispute over a golden apple that was inscribed to the...
Grissom, Tony.
Paris.
To the fairest. Paris was called on to arbitrate the argument to decide which goddess was the fairest. Hera offered him power if he chose her. Athena offered him military success, but Aphrodite made him an offer he couldn't refuse. With what did Aphrodite tempt him, Edmond Memorial?
Edmond Memorial, K.
Love?
No, we needed the most beautiful woman in the world, who turned out to be Helen of Troy. So you were in the ballpark, K, but no points. A multiple choice question for you for 10 points. Submarines named Nautilus link Robert Fulton, Captain Nemo, and A, Herman Melville, B, the movie Das Boot, C, America's Cup Race, D, Admiral Hyman Rickover, or E, the Pearl Harbor.
Grissom, Sean.
D.
D, Hyman Rickover is right for 10 points. A 5-pointer. The greatest mountain system is known as the Mid-Atlantic Ridge, but most of its peaks have never been climbed. Why is that?
Edmond Memorial, Damien.
Because they're under the ocean.
Yes, most of the peaks of the Mid-Atlantic Ridge lie beneath the ocean. For 10 points, Bertrand Russell once justified Bolshevik despotism by comparing the Russian people to the creations of a Russian literary genius, saying, if you ask yourself how his characters should be governed, you will understand.
Edmond Memorial, Ben.
Dostoevsky.
That's the author whose novels concern the struggle between good and evil for dominance of the human soul. A music question worth 5. 2 of the top-selling albums in 1967 were movie soundtracks. Listen to this excerpt from one of them and name it.
Edmond Memorial, Eric.
Lawrence of Arabia.
Not Lawrence of Arabia.
In Time, Sean.
In the Heat of the Night.
No, you're just about to hear the theme, major theme from it. Same composer as Lawrence of Arabia, Eric, Maurice Jarre, but the movie Dr. Zhivago in this case. For 10 points, what's the claim to fame of the 7 known 1910 Hannes Wagners?
Edmond Memorial, Ben.
They're the most valuable baseball cards.
They are the most valuable baseball cards, right. For 10 points, a grammar question. Transform this sentence so that it begins with an expletive. Snow was on the ground. And now we're looking for a grammatically correct, non-vulgar response in this case.
Edmond Memorial, Eric.
Wow, snow was on the ground.
No. That was non-vulgar, but it wasn't,
Grissom, Tony.
Wow, snow was on the ground.
no. The expletive would be there was snow on the ground, there being an expletive in English grammar. 5-point math question. The volume of a cube is x cubic inches. If the length of the edge of this cube is doubled, what is the...
Edmond Memorial, Ben.
8.
No. What is the volume of the new cube, Grissom?
Grissom, Joyce.
8x cubed.
No, it's... I'm sorry, it is 8x cubed. I left off the cubes on my card. You're right. For 10 points, which club in Harlem had a big influence on standard English by introducing jazz and ethnic words?
Grissom, Sean.
The Harlem Renaissance Club.
That's not it. Edmond Memorial came.
Edmond Memorial, K.
The Cotton Club?
It was the Cotton Club for 10 points. I have a visual question worth 10. Identify both the winner of the 1990 Academy.
Grissom, Sean.
Jessica Tandy driving Miss Daisy.
That's what we're looking for. Both items for 10 points. Here's a 5-pointer. The 3 ships of Christopher Columbus in 1492 were the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria. Translate any one of these 3.
Edmond Memorial, Ben.
Nina means little girl.
It does indeed. Pinta, Spotted Mare, Santa Maria, St. Mary. There's the tone. We're out of time in the warm-up round. Stay right where you are. Our first quarter score has been adjusted. Grissom from Huntsville, Alabama, 40. Edmond Memorial from Oklahoma, 50. And here's Mike Mastandrea to explain the ruling.
Yes, on the math question with the volume of a cube, the answer is 8x cubic inches, and one of the contestants said 8x cubed, which we didn't hear clearly, so we had to make a score adjustment, Chip.
Thank you, Mike. Now let's meet the contestants before we resume with the questions and answers. Edmond Memorial from Edmond, Oklahoma. Eric Heller, a junior, is the captain. He's a voracious scuba diver, a fencer, and a sailor. He's active in the Air Force Junior ROTC. Ben Lyon, a sophomore, is a sports fan. Well, baseball your favorite sport, Ben?
Oh, definitely.
You've got a
Classic.
baseball card collection?
Yeah, it's stored up in the attic.
You might have one of those 1910 Hannes Wagners. He's working toward his pilot's license as well. Kay Galden, a senior, medieval club member, Latin club officer. She's an enthusiast of art and literature. Damian Torres, a senior, a National Merit finalist, who will attend the Air Force Academy. Alternates Ann Wright and Carl Chipman. Coach Adis Anderson. That's the team from Edmond, Oklahoma. Now, Grissom from Huntsville, Alabama. Sean Askew, a junior, won the Citizen Bee Championship, boys state selection, and 2-time state wrestling champ. Next to him is Tony Rickey, a senior, National Merit Scholar, member of the All-City academic team. State Citizen Bee winner, graduated in the top of his 1992 class and has been accepted to Pembroke College, Oxford University. Next, let's meet Joyce. Is it O?
Oh.
Sorry. Joyce O, a senior, a National Scholastic Writing Award winner, National Foundation for the Advancement of Art Award, and National Merit Scholar and a Tandy Scholar as well. Alvin Shee, a junior, is a member of the math team. Sinu Inguva is their alternate, and Ava Satterfield, their coach. That's the team from Grissom High School. And now let's meet the judges. They are Mike Mastandrea from Dallas, president of Score Unlimited. Rick Barrientos from Gaithersburg, Maryland. He's the creator of the Maryland Classic Quiz Tournament. And Cheryl Claypool, staff writer from Questions Unlimited, Columbus, Ohio. Their decisions will be final. Bonus round time contestants. Your first subject will be a disease bonus. Here's your 10-point toss-up to get you there. And watch out on this one. How could the rising literacy rate in developing countries have a bad effect on the environment? That is to say...
Edmond Memorial, Ben.
They will become more industrialized, and there will be more pollution as a result of that.
Not what we're looking for. Let me finish, Grissom. That is to say, what renewable resource will be...
Grissom, Tony.
Wood.
Judge? Yes, will be consumed in greater quantities. Rising literacy means a greater demand for paper and a greater strain on the world's forests. Sean, Tony, Joyce, and Alvin. This is your opportunity. A disease bonus. The scientific name for Lou Gehrig's disease is amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. Give me the medical name for these diseases. For 5 points, the kissing disease.
Mononucleosis.
Right. For 10 points, tennis elbow.
Bursitis.
Right, or tendonitis. For 15 points, the royal disease.
Hemophilia.
Is correct. Assist from Joyce there. And for 20 points, water on the brain.
Hydroencephalitis.
Yes, assist from Alvin on that. 50 points on disease bonus. Sculpture bonus is next, as Grissom leads it 100 to 50. For 10 points, teams, arrange these 4 Florida cities in correct order, north to south. St. Augustine, Jacksonville, Fort Lauderdale, and Palm Beach.
Grissom, Sean.
Jacksonville, St. Augustine, Fort Lauderdale, Palm Beach.
No, that's not the answer. Edmond Memorial. The question is complete.
Edmond Memorial, Ben.
St. Augustine, Jacksonville.
No, it's Jacksonville, St. Augustine, then Palm Beach, Sean, a little bit north of Fort Lauderdale. For 10 points, the great American artist Augustus Saint-Gaudens is best remembered for his large bronze relief sculpture in Boston, showing a young colonel on horseback leading a regiment of black soldiers in the Civil War. The officer and his soldiers.
Edmond Memorial, Ben.
Shaw.
No. We're the subject of what award-winning?
Grissom, Sean.
Glory.
Glory is right for 10 points. Grissom gets the points, but we have to congratulate Ben for knowing the more difficult information, that it was Shaw, right. Okay, sculpture for Grissom for 5 points. Frederick Remington, an American artist, produced a number of outstanding bronze statues on subject matter distinctively his own. What was his favorite subject?
The Wild West.
Right. For 10 points, what is meant by the term relief?
It's a carving coming out of a raised sculpture from a flat surface.
Is well explained for 10 points. For 15 points, identify the Italian artist whose great brooding sculptures include the figures of Evening and Dawn at the Medici Chapel in Florence.
Donatello.
No, in this case, it's Michelangelo. You picked up 15 points. Well, it's tough sometimes to decide. You've got 2 or 3 different choices. Kennedy assassination, though, is your next bonus. Here's a 10-point musical toss-up. Listen to this excerpt from a Mass in B minor by a German composer and name the century during which it was composed.
Edmond Memorial, Eric.
The 17th century.
It was not the 17th century. Grissom, take another listen.
Grissom, Tony.
18th?
18th is right for 10 points. The composer, Johann Sebastian Bach. Kennedy assassination is the subject, Grissom. For 5 points, shots were fired from which floor of the Texas School Book Depository building?
6.
Right, okay. For 10 points, what nickname is given to the lightly damaged bullet that is supposed to have hit President Kennedy and Governor Connolly?
The pristine bullet.
No.
Not the pristine bullet? Okay, we have magic bullet. Okay, math bonus is next. Here is a 10-point toss-up. The first official Christian martyr died in
Edmond Memorial, Damien.
Stephen.
Not what we're looking for. In AD 35 in Jerusalem, his name was Stephen. Name the method of his execution.
Grissom, Sean.
Stoning.
Stoning is right for 10 points. I'm sure you would have known that, Damien. Math is your bonus. We'll give you 5 seconds on the 5-pointer, 10 seconds on the 10-pointer, and so forth. For 5 points, if 1/4 of the world's population is Chinese, and if 1/5 of the remainder is Indian, then what percentage of the world's population is Indian? We'll give you 5 seconds starting now.
3 out of 20.
15%.
15% is correct. For 10 points, what is the total number of points in the plane of a rectangle that are equidistant from the 4 vertices of the rectangle? You have 10 seconds to consult.
1.
1 is right. No trick there. For 15 points, a Jaguar consumes a gallon of gas every 8 miles it travels. Right, Mike? Its rate of speed is a mile every 20 seconds. How much time does it take this car to consume a gallon of gas? We'll give you 15 seconds starting now.
What's 160 seconds? That's what?
160 seconds.
Oh, boy. It's 2 and some pieces.
It's 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
2 minutes, 20 seconds?
Close, 2 minutes, 40 seconds. And that is it. The bonus round has come to an end. The halftime score is 50 for Edmond, Oklahoma, and 165 for Grissom from Huntsville, Alabama. Questions used on the Texaco Star National Academic Championship are written and authenticated by Questions Unlimited of Columbus, Ohio. The categories for today's 60 seconds round are character, setting, plot, and the mystery category. Each team has won its own local academic competition and has already posted a 4-0 record in national tournament play. Now, once you make your selection, we'll give you 1 minute to answer as many 10-pointers as you can. Any questions, refer to the other team. If you get them all right, we'll give you a 20-point bonus. Who's behind? It's Edmond. Eric, make it a good one.
We're going to go with the mystery category.
The mystery category is Washington, D.C. Start the clock. Here we go. The British burned the capital in 1814 after sailing up what river?
Potomac.
Right. Identify the district's largest employer.
The government. United States government.
Right. Which witty president called it a city of southern efficiency and northern charm?
Lincoln.
No? Proponents of what participated in the massive March on Washington in 1963?
Civil rights.
Civil rights. In what year was the Democratic Party headquarters at Watergate burglarized by men linked to President Nixon's re-election effort?
1972.
Right. What mayor was indicted on drug charges in 1990?
Marion Barry.
Right. Presidents Kennedy and Lincoln were laid in state in which White House room named for a compass point?
The East Room.
Right. Appropriately, the last name of the first D.C. mayor was?
Washington.
Right. What would New Columbia be?
The name for the state. The name for the state.
If it became a state, right. And what's the largest city? Time runs out, and we got 80 points on Washington, D.C. Very good. A possible 20 for Grissom. Which witty president called it a city of southern efficiency and northern charm?
Carter?
No, it was John F. Kennedy. And we only got through part of the last one. What's the largest city? Based on that information, can you guess the question and answer?
Baltimore?
No. Largest city in that part of Virginia that used to belong to the District of Columbia, it would be Alexandria. Grissom, it's up to you now. Character, setting, or plot. They're going for character. All right. Character it is. Start the clock. Here we go. Identify each of the following characters who appear in Mark Twain's masterpiece, Tom Sawyer. Tom's warm, tender-hearted aunt.
Polly.
Right. Tom's best friend and a social pariah.
Huck Finn.
Right. Tom's sweetheart.
Sally?
No. A local ne'er-do-well, and with Pap Finn, the local town drunk.
Huck's father.
No. Tom's half-brother.
Pass.
Tom's cousin who irritates him.
Pass.
Becky's pompous father.
Pass.
Okay. He runs away with Tom and Huck to Jackson's Island.
Jim.
No. She adopted Huck Finn.
Sally.
No. And he murdered Dr. Robinson. Well, 20 points on Tom Sawyer. Edmond Memorial, named Tom's sweetheart.
Becky Thatcher.
Right. A local ne'er-do-well, and with Pap Finn, the town drunk.
Potter.
Right. Tom's half-brother.
Sid.
Right. Tom's cousin who irritates him.
What?
Your answer?
Pass.
That's Mary. Becky's pompous father.
Judge Thatcher.
Right. He runs away with Tom and Huck to Jackson's Island.
Answer?
Just go pass. Tom, pass.
No, it's Joe Harper. She adopted Huck Finn.
Pass.
Widow somebody.
Widow Brown.
No, the widow Douglas. And he murdered Dr. Robinson.
Injun Joe.
Is right. And that is the end of the 60 seconds round. Stay right where you are. The score at the start of the final round is Edmond Memorial, Edmond, Oklahoma, 180. Grissom from Huntsville, Alabama, 185. We'll now have a series of rapid-fire stump-the-expert-style questions until we're out of time, and we begin with this 15-point visual. Identify both the Roman god depicted here.
Edmond Memorial, Damien.
Apollo, god of the sun.
No. And the medium.
Grissom, Tony.
Helios, and it's a fresco.
No. Apollo, and it's a mosaic. No score. I have a 20-pointer. In computer science, what is the term for organizing the tracks and sectors on a floppy disk?
Edmond Memorial, Damien.
Formatting.
Formatting is right. Edmond Memorial in the lead. For 20 points, from the French word for comb, it's a loose-fitting dressing gown. What's the word?
Grissom, Tony.
Peignoir.
Peignoir is right for 20 points. Here's a 15-pointer. Match these jazz artists. John Coltrane, Scott Joplin, Charlie Parker, and Benny Goodman. Benny Goodman is the last one. With these styles, bebop, swing, free jazz, and ragtime. If you can match them correctly, we'll give you 15 points, as Grissom now leads it by 5.
Grissom, Alvin.
Coltrane is bebop, Joplin is ragtime, Parker is free, and Goodman is swing.
Nope. Well, Coltrane is free jazz, Joplin is ragtime, Parker is bebop, and Goodman swing. No score. I have a 20-point music question. The melody of the Gregorian chant Dies Irae was utilized in several compositions of the Romantic era. Listen to one such example and identify its French composer. That's from Hector Berlioz. The composition was Symphonie Fantastique. For 20 points, who wrote this sentence? It is repugnant to reason and to the universal order of things to suppose that this continent can longer remain subject to an external...
Grissom, Sean.
Paine.
Thomas Paine is right, to an external power. Here's a 15-pointer. This term is used in both psychology and sociology. In psychology, it is the standard performance in a given test, usually the average for the group taking the test. In sociology, it is a pattern or model that is typical of a particular group. What is this term?
2 minutes left. Grissom, Tony.
Paradigm.
It's a good try.
Edmond Memorial, Eric.
Medium.
No, it's the norm. And the 2-minute warning has been issued. Here's a 20-pointer. Quantitative chemistry question. Calculate the molarity of a solution of phosphoric acid whose normality is 0.7. The molarity of a solution of phosphoric acid whose normality is 0.7, as Grissom has a 25-point lead late in the contest.
Grissom, Tony.
2.1.
2.1 is exactly right, Tony. Here's a 15-pointer. Which statement does it appear that Jesus had just spoken in Leonardo da Vinci's painting The Last Supper?
Grissom, Sean.
He that would, Judas, are you, he that...
Edmund.
Edmond Memorial, Damien.
He that dips the bread in the sauce, it is he who...
One of you will betray me was the sentence. A 20-point visual. Look at your screen. Here's a painting entitled The Buffalo Hunt Number 40. Name the renowned American artist whose work...
Grissom, Tony.
Remington.
Not Remington. Edmond Memorial, take another look and tell me the renowned American artist whose work it is.
Edmond Memorial, K.
Turner?
No, that's Charles M. Russell. Here's a 20-pointer. Where would you find the Chatterbox Cafe, the Sidetrack Tap, and Bertha's Kitty Boutique?
Grissom, Joyce.
Lake Wobegon.
Lake Wobegon. 20 points. I have a 20-pointer. In horsemanship, there are generally 2 types of saddles.
Edmond Memorial, K.
Western and dress.
Grissom, name them both.
Grissom, Sean.
Western and English.
Western and English is right. Here's a 15-pointer. There's the tone. The contest is over. And the final score is Edmond Memorial 200, Grissom 285. The winners, Grissom High School, Huntsville, Alabama. I'm Chip Beal, your host. I hope you join us Next time, when our contestants will be Bel Air from Houston, Texas, and Plano East from Plano, Texas. We'll see you then.
The opening ceremonies of the 1992 Summer Olympiad take place a week from today, and you can see it free only on Houston's 2. Where will you be in 7 days?